everyone, Willow here. This week on Starting Out Solitary, we are on week 175, and the topic is borrowing beliefs from non-pagan traditions. I don't know, for me, when I first read this topic, I thought to myself, well, doesn't really any spiritual practice or religion stem from, is a facet of, or is influenced by paganism in some shape or form? And I thought, Scientology. I don't know much about Scientology, and I assume there is very little, or if any at all, pagan influence in Scientology. I may be wrong, I don't know. But I guess the thing that this week's topic made me think about is how I use the term eclectic pagan to describe my spiritual path. I use eclectic pagan within the community as a way that I don't follow a specific tradition. And if I'm talking to anyone at work or someone off the street, I would simply refer to myself as pagan. And then close family and hubby and close friends, I would call myself a witch. So I don't know, I really examined, what is my spiritual path? What name is it? And I really don't have a name for it, and that's totally fine. It's unique, authentic to my own practice. I love the idea of incorporating things from different traditions, specifically when I've read and done some research, or I've, engaged in some sort of a conversation with someone who has shared how they do things and why they do things, and incorporate that in my practice. And most cases, I need to change a little thing or two to make it more comfortable for me, or something that really resonates with me. But yeah, I love incorporating different things in my practices. And sometimes I even tap into that, that inner knowing where a certain thing has to be done a certain way, and I need to gather things a certain way. It's that inner knowing. Having said that though, I have great respect for witches who come from a long line of generation of witches, and there is a way, and a traditional way of passing down things and doing certain things. I completely respect that. But just because my mum wasn't a practicing witch, and nor was her mum, doesn't mean that somewhere in my ancestors, they were practicing witches, and I'm tapping into that. And then when I think about it even more so, my little ones, when they grow up, they may practice paganism, and so may their kids and their kids and their kids. It doesn't mean that my kids can't say that they don't come from a generation of witches, nor can, my kids' kids, etc. I don't feel that my spiritual path is any less worthy, or any less powerful than those who have or come from that traditional lineage, if you know what I mean. And I completely respect that there are traditional ways of doing things, as I mentioned previously. So for example, the dream catchers. Now, dream catchers have been around for many generations within the Native American, culture. And there are certain traditional ways and methods in which one is created. But, if you're going into your store and you're buying one of the generic dream catchers, and you add a thing or two on there, and you perform a dedication or a little ritual, for that dream catcher, it doesn't mean that that dream catcher is any less powerful than the Native American one. They're both powerful in their own unique way. Also, the term smudging is used loosely within the community. I respect that there are traditional methods and ways in which a smudging ritual is performed. Yet I do something similar, although I don't call it smudging. I refer to mine as herb sticks, and when I'm creating one, or if it is one that I've bought, I actually give them a name. I might share that on my personal channel one day, but I give it an actual name on its own, and I will perform a smoke cleansing ritual. So if it feels right for you, if it is something that you want to do, then by all means experiment, explore. And if it's not, well, you've tried. Sometimes people say don't use that crystal together, or this crystal's for this, and you don't know until you actually, and I said this in my last video, until you put your theory into practice, you'll never know. Until my next video, sending you so much love.